No, it's cool. I'm like, well, that sound like it. Y'all asked me why I ain't played my game.
Is she okay, man?
To get in touch with my phone. Yeah, she's okay now. She just got a lot of, her back's really bad, messed up, and she ain't been getting no rest. Just one thing on top of the other, and she just, she's had a kind of a little anxiety attack.
I'm trying to get this damn, oh, there we go. I figured it out. There we go.
A lot of these lost. They broke. They think it's my fault.
Man, it's okay.
I want that coffee. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Yeah. I think, hey, Larry, see if it's broadcasting correctly.
Limited Louis that's light. Right from the city that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones that don't like. But you look light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Yeah, it shows you broadcasting.
All right. Fan, it's on, man. It's on. The battle to get to the playoff. I mean, to the Super Bowl. Two AFC North rivals.
Still sick about me and Black's game.
Yeah, it's messed up in overtime.
He had the ball. He just held it. And just that run that he made a touchdown. I had to fight back. I made some bad decisions.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Toronto Mounties. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. There's some space here.
I was talking to what's name last night about it.
30-yard line there.
Something in a wide
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stump them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
People's champ, baby.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be
People's champ, baby. People's motherfucking champ, baby. People's champ. Holla at your boy. One hand. Get at
as the Sticks make a drastic
shift
forward. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're
Get
down
at
to
the
the
people's
29-yard
champ.
line.
You can't play me man up. You got to play in a little zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Man. You don't have to play
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense.
I think everybody
you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
They got some smoke coming out their valve.
Oh, okay. You want to do that shit early, huh? Try to run your little streaks and crosses.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so,
see how we hit them, cats? See how we hit them?
Play there, but
bang.
It's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Bang.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Come on, let's go! 1, 9,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down, Downs to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
let's go! 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They're listening to my high school, old high school. They get that ass for. God dang. They couldn't play last night. A storm held them up.
Oh, really?
And they garbage. They got a young quarterback, and I don't know if they're working with that young. The dude got an arm on.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. Dobbs looking to throw on first down.
Come here, mate. Come here, man.
He'll go down.
Give me
The
that.
beauty of of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can
Give
often
me
get
that.
big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Dobbs steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
This is what I'm talking about. 3rd and 21. You know what time it is.
Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the
time
only
to
play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, it's Dobbs. Steps away. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball.
Ain't no catches over the middle on me, goddammit. You taking a shot.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away.
Bringing that wood, man. Get away from that ball.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way,
I know what
that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Watch it now, Marty.
People's champ for a reason, man.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Stop this train, partner.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield to Michelle on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really
get back in that lab
big
and work
plays
on
for
plays,
offense.
defensive play call.
Watch it now, Marty. Over.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And
him
able
over
to
if
push
you
his
want
way
to.
forward here for a good little gain.
Don't stop me from getting 4
The
pop.
linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's caught.
Got him.
Touchdown.
Holla at your boy. Can't play me, man. Can't play me, man. People's champ talking to you.
Gonzalez on for the extra point.
You gonna have to sit in a little zone, man. You gonna sit in that little Philly shell. Ain't gonna work against me.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
So far, it's been
the Steelers' offense now. They get ready to head back on the field.
10 quarters,
and
he
with
ain't
this
scored
deficit,
in,
you can't have too many
quarters,
more drives
0.
like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. You got blank on it. Like you got blank on it. Give me that. Give me that. Shutout city.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close
this
out
is the AFC's best hope.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
That fight ain't coming on till like 10, though, right?
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Run it.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs finding
Come
a
here.
safety valve.
Your ass ain't going nowhere.
And he'll
my
lose
house.
yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down.
Give me that.
Dobbs is going to be as he'll go down. Michael Kendricks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the back.
Come here, you ain't going nowhere.
It really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs.
Come here.
Side complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Dobbs. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Being chased out left.
Hit his ass, man. Hit him. Kill him. You better get you some points. So you scored in the last 10 quarters. You better take that field goal. Don't be stupid now. Get your 3 points on the board. Make me stop talking about it. Nope, you going for it.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. To throw is Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah, man. Blank fucking city, man.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no
Why'd you get the points, man? Be smart. Quit playing like yours. Take your points.
Take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Goal line. Here's Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Take your points, man.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
Man.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. A first down throw from Mayfield, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
Now let's go. 3-19. Detroit. 3-19.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Holla.
Touchdown.
I'll let you boy.
A big play there. 83 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Come on. Come on.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw.
Come on.
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Oh, Taylor about to weep.
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw Dobbs. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Dobbs now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Dobbs. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Give me that shit,
It is
man.
incomplete.
It's blank city,
Well, it
man.
looked like he had it and dropped
blank
it.
city,
And the
man.
ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now, disappoint. I'm going for the shutout. Clock on 6 points. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a shutout.
Leopard! Watch it now,
I said since he didn't want to go for his points, it's going to be a shutout. I want to run the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michelle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
That's too far for a field goal.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
He don't get stopped in the fucking 1 yard line 3 times in a row.
Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this.
I don't know about all that. And no other better person than the people's champ.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. TJ Watt in on the tackle.
Somebody go out and get a drink.
They're in a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Michelle once again, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What? None! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Dobbs drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go! Brad 38!
On first down, Dobbs to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Dobbs is throwing. A dump underneath to Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Dobbs. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take the knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah.